Hey, I'm Bryan Gallareto. I work in the video game industry. I've worked in the video game industry a while. Uh, if you're on my LinkedIn, welcome. You can see everything below. My LinkedIn profile is basically a carbon copy of my resume with more info. I just wanted to make this video to help people. I'm a producer. It's kind of what I like to do. And I was recently a part of a really cool program at AFI, working on some game pitches and helping screenwriters learn how to do game pitches. And it's a thing really close to my heart because I went into games wanting to be a video game writer. Because, who doesn't dream of making their own game? And maybe I will someday. But over the course of my career, I really just liked helping people. And it's kind of in my nature. And that's what led me into production. So I'm currently a director of production, and my goal is to help the team of 9 producers work on 50 games over the course of 2 years. Everything from Elden Ring to Doraemon to Digimon to Pac-Man, which is what I'm finishing up right now. I'm looking for a new adventure in 2024, so if you're interested, hit me up. And then I didn't mean this to be a pitch for me at all. I am looking for new work, but no pressure, okay? And the main reason is this shirt has been buried in my laundry for 6 months, let's say. And as you can tell, I am that person that wears the concert t-shirt to the concert of the band. I know most people think that's a faux pas, but seriously, the reason I threw this together overnight one day before an interview that fell through, the reason I wore this shirt to my job interview at Bandai Namco is it's all about relating to people, man. And I try to be my 100% candid, authentic self all the time, even when I'm crazy on Call of Duty on YouTube, which there's a link to my channel below. I like to make people laugh. I like to laugh. Life's too short to be anyone but yourself. I've learned that the hard way this past year in a lot of ways. And so here's your pro tip from me. So if I don't get a job, hopefully I can help you get a job. So I'm pretty sure, 80 to 90% sure, the reason I got my current job at Bandai Namco was because of this t-shirt. I knew Pac-Man was a thing. And a big thing for friggin' Bandai Namco. Are you kidding? Namco basically exists because Pac-Man was a huge hit. Below this, I'll put a link to the game I'm working on, so if you want to check it out, we'd always appreciate it. This is a game close to our hearts. We saved it from Google Stadia as Google Stadia disappeared, and this was an experience we really wanted to bring to other players, and the reaction we've seen from fans has been fantastic so far, and we're gonna do everything we can to make this happen. So while I wrap that up, here's your pro tip. Your pro tip, okay? For all you interviewing, I don't care what industry it is, but all of my feedback is going to be more pertinent to the game industry. So going in to get my first job in production, I had to hop on a plane and fly to Vegas and work with some awesome people at Petroglyph Games. They're Old Westwood Studios folks that do RTS. They're awesome. I'm still in contact with almost all of them today. They're just a cool group of people. And I learned so much there. And I'll go into that maybe some other time if you guys like this. But the funniest thing was my freaking girlfriend at the time convinced me I had to get this job. So she went and bought me a suit, unbeknownst to me, and I had to wear the suit. So here I am wearing a suit from Phoenix when it's 120 degrees outside, flying early in the morning to Las Vegas, which is equally hot. And then in the middle of the night, the plane tells me that like they've canceled the flight. My flight got moved from 4:30 to 7:30, and there's all this panic. I'm just sweating bullets, and here I am in this suit, and everyone that walks into the room looks like me. And I'm like, and then they give me shit about the suit, so I became the suit guy, and it was actually a turnoff. Dressing professionally in the game industry, like, we are a casual culture. We're all gamers, and we love games. If COVID has taught us anything, it's that, like, dress code, like, yes, there should be a dress code, but, like, casual dress code, like this, like, I should not have to feel like I'm shrink-wrapped into a suit to do my job. So, from then on, I kind of just, like, you know, there was another one where I dressed up and didn't wear a hat, okay? And so, I didn't wear a hat, and so they got this, like, very refined, professional, he's gonna come in and fix everything. And then I showed up like this on the first day, and they're like, we've been, like, seriously, the CEO was like, we've been duped. Who is this, like, gangster kid we hired? Anyway, show your fandom, be yourself, connect with people. That's what all this is about, okay? Doesn't matter if you're working, what work you're doing, even, like, you know, one of the reasons I stopped wearing headphones while I'm walking at the park is because old people are just chilling, man, and people watching, so they say hi, I say hi, and, you know, whether we like it or not, we're all connected to each other one way or the other. So, be yourself. I'm pretty sure I got this job at Bandai Namco because I wore this shirt. It's not even an official shirt. But guess what? It was in my size. I'm sorry, Ecom team. I told you. I need 3XLT. The other thing is, if you can't tell, my love for Final Fantasy VII right here, okay? And this is the IDOS box. I did not buy it just for the box. No, bro. This is how I played Final Fantasy VII. Did not have a PlayStation. My dad had just, you know, spent a ton of money on the Nintendo 64. He did all this research and was like, why would he want an underpowered machine? He was always looking out for my best interests. And so I had to play Final Fantasy VII on a PC that could barely play Space Cadet pinball. We're talking Windows XP, and you had to use the numpad. So for a whole summer, my hand was like this, playing Final Fantasy VII, and I had to keep flipping it between textures or polygons, and, like, oh my god, it was a mess. That game, I've worked on a bunch of game ports. Port projects are hard, man. Dude, port projects are hard. If you want to learn more, I can tell you about my experience. But yes, dress how you would dress when you work, okay? Especially we're in this hybrid environment. Bring yourself, your authentic self. And guess what? If they don't like you, then it's not a good fit anyway. Okay? Be yourself. I believe in you. We'll get through this together. Wear the shirt you want to wear. Be the person you want to be, and you'll attract the people you need. That's it for today. Thank you, everybody. And if you've got into this point, thank you for your time. Please feel free to reach out and chat, connect with me. Yeah, let's do this thing.